Dcryptofan, what's going on? It's Monday. We got a lot to get into. We got a lot of breaking news. We got a lot to get into. Uh, so we remember about David Schwartz. Remember he was stepping down. Remember David Schwartz stepping down as Ripple CTO. Well, it looks like David Schwartz is going to be joining a company called Evernorth. Yeah. Um, Tam Lin sent me the on Twitter, and I went and looked it up. And I remember, if you remember when I posted this about David Schwartz leaving Ripple, and I was saying he doesn't sound like somebody who's going to be leaving and not up to anything. So guess what? His next move is that he's going to be at Evernorth. Oh yeah, it's getting crazy, y'all. Evernorth announced a SPAC merger with Armada Acquisition Corp. Okay, and they put in for listing to go public. Oh yeah. Oh, this gets crazy, man. We got a lot to unpack. Okay, we got a lot to pack on this right now. We got a lot. If you just tuned in as the crypto fan, be sure to like and hit a subscribe. So first, let's break it down. For you who just tuned in, David Schwartz is the former CTO of Ripple. He was with Ripple for 10 years. He joined in 2011. Okay? He's one of the principal architects of XRP Ledger. He's well respected, of course, in the crypto industry. But October 1st, he came out and he said that he will be stepping down as role as CTO of Ripple. But he was talking about how he enjoyed coding and he wants to get in other sides of Ripple, and then it sounded like somebody who was retiring. Definitely seemed like it didn't sound like it sounded like a farewell speech, but it didn't seem like he was leaving the ecosystem. Okay. So okay, although he stepped down his day one duties, become a CTO of Emurus, I want to make sure I say that, but he still stay on the board of directors of Ripple. Become a CTO of Emurus, I want to make sure I say that, but he still stay on the board of directors of Ripple. But he's sorry about that. So he explains that he wants no more. He wants to spend more time with his family, and then also, but he says he wants to spend more time with coding and working with other projects. It threw me off. First, he said he wants to spend time with the family. Then he said he wants to spend time with coding and personal projects and stay engaged with XRP community. And in mid-October, he announced that he will function as strategic advisor of Evernorth Holdings. Yeah. Evernorth described as a newly formed company backing Ripple and other big, large-scale institutional treasuries for XRP. Let me tell you, XRP is going. Let me tell you something. Now, you understand what this does. This will bring yields to XRP. What's up, crypto gang? What's going on? What's going on with y'all, man? Y'all just tuned in, the crypto fan. Make sure you hit a like, make sure you hit subscribe, man. Let me go into this real. We guys just jumped in. We're talking about David Schwartz. Remember, he was stepping down as Ripple CTO. Now he's joining as strategic advisor for Evernorth Holdings. Evernorth describes a newly formed company, right? Backing Ripple and other big, large-scale institutionals and treasuries, all right? The former merged Evernorth is a Nevada corporation that has entered the business combination with SPAC merger. Armada Acquisition Corp, the NASDAQ, to become a publicly traded company under the ticker XRPN, subject to regulatory stock listing. All right, we're going to go through a lot today. We're not only going to go through, I want to go through the Schwartz, but I want to also go through the manipulation that's going on. Because I already know my chat is ready, but that's for people that who are just new to crypto. You don't know the history of crypto, but I want to go into what's going on and how I think, and I want to give you line by line why I think manipulation is going on. So this right here, so they have a fundraiser, right, for the Treasury objective. So the company is expected to raise over $1 billion. So if you just joined in, we're talking about a company that Schwartz left, David Schwartz, and I'm telling you, this is what we're talking about, following the money. So right now we're talking about following the money. If you just tuned in as the crypto fan, make sure you share, make sure you like. Right now we're talking about XRP. We're talking about the CTO for XRP, David Schwartz, who left there, who worked for them for 11 years. All right, now let's get into this. You got to follow the money. Listen, this gentleman left, has been with these people for 11 years. He goes and starts a new company that's going to be an advisor, that's going to be advising them, and it's going public on XRP. You might want to know about it. All right. So this fundraiser treasury object, the company expects to raise over $1 billion in proceeds. Okay. So including 200 million for SBI Holdings. SBI Holdings is investment. All they do is throw investment at tech companies. Look up SBI Holdings. You guys got to write this down. Look up SBI Holdings. All right. The net proceeds will be mainly used to open market purchases of XRP. You understand? Got 200. Just hit, and Chris Larson sold up some XRP too. We're gonna talk about that also. We got a lot to unpack right now. If you just tune in, it's the Crypto Fan. Make sure you hit a like. Make sure you subscribe. We got to get into this. All right. So they got 200 million for XBI Holdings net to open markets to purchase with the goal of building the world's leading institutional XRP treasury. All right. XRP treasury. You understand what's going on? All right. Business model, right? Unlike passive ETF simple track prices, Evernorth plans to actively manage its treasury, engage in institutional lending, liquidity, DeFi yields, okay, opportunities. This plans to integrate XRP ledger ecosystem, running validators use XRP RUS stablecoin to expand utility, okay? You know when they talking about yields, do you know what they talking about yields? That means that you don't have to sell your XRP. You understand what this means? You know how you want, you know how me personally, how I was talking about selling my XRP to get to a certain amount so that I can get me maybe 12, 13% on my money, get a management company to run it, right? You understand what this is? They're saying they're going to turn to a bank like Flare, XPN, and guess what you're going to do? You're going to get yields. So you don't have to take your money. You take your money, and guess what? Now you got custodians. Guess what BNY is doing? Listen, man, I'm going to get deeper to it. Let me go get ahead of this. Let's get back into this because I'm going to show you where this is leading, all right? Because I want to show y'all the yellow brick road. We're going to get real deep in this episode, man. And people ain't tuning in. I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, make sure you hit like, make sure you subscribe. Put this out. This is going to get real deep, all right? So let's check this out. So now, understand this. This ETFs are different, okay? This is different. Thank you, Tammy. Bye-bye traditional banks. Thank you. This is different now, okay? You guys understand what this is saying. When you talk about a treasury, remember what I told you? A treasury is like a school has a piggy bank. And guess what? One person or one machine decides where this money is going to go. It's going to save the money and decide where the money is going for new projects to invest the money. So what they're saying, they have an XRP treasury, which is a ledger running on validators, USD stable coins, but this is going to get yields. You're getting yields. That means that you hold that, they hold your XRP, you make money off of that. So you don't have to sell your XRP. You can if you want, but imagine you're just getting 12% on your XRP. You don't have to move it anywhere. I don't know what the yields could be. It could be 4%. This is just imagine just saying the yields coming on your actual coins. Now, this is different now because you're talking about if your XRP is growing and you're getting yields on it, this is a different type of retirement plan. Okay? It's different. All right? So leadership, all right? So this goes into this, right? So the leadership, governance, CEO, Ashi Balera, former senior executive at Ripple, while Ripple is strategic investor, Evernorth emphasized the independent governance advisors, including Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse. Brad Garlinghouse is going to be on the governance. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. What's going on, Crypto Gang? What's going on, Styles by Shirley? So you understand this. This is different. This is a whole different game. When you're talking about a treasury and you're talking about Evernorth, okay? And now you're talking about, listen to what I'm telling you. You got Chris Larson, okay, on the board of governors. You have, as an advisor, listen, man, follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. You got David Schwartz as the advisor, okay? You got just tune in, the Crypto Fan. And I'm going to remember, I always repost this on YouTube. So if you miss it, don't remember, I replay it on YouTube. You can go on YouTube, you'll replay it again. All right, you already know. I'm gonna make sure that y'all get this. Dcryptofan, make sure you hit like, make sure you subscribe. We're going in deep today. I'm showing y'all the yellow brick road. All right, listen. I'm showing y'all the yellow brick road. Pay attention. This is not opinion. This is actual factual stuff that I'm reading you. Okay, this is actual factual. All right, you can go right now and you look, go on Coin Cryptopolitan. All right, it's on Coinbase. Ripple-backed crypto ventures Evernorth to list on NASDAQ through a merger with Armadon Acquisition Corp, raising over $1 billion. Okay, the firm announced its plan to build the largest publicly traded XRP treasury. Okay, backed by a major investor, including SBI, Chris Larson. Chris Larson. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Partner Capital, Kraken. Evernorth owns to promote institutional adoption of XRP. Understand this. You guys think there's manipulation going on here? I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get real deep tonight. I'm gonna get real deep tonight, man. You understand? Understand this. Live visibility restricted for 10 minutes. Live visibility. This shit is fair. I don't even know what that was. I don't know what that was. Something came in like 10 minutes feedback. I never seen that in my life. I tell you, when things start getting real, I'm telling you, things start getting blocked, views start getting low. When I start getting real deep on it, it's crazy how they try to stop this stuff. I'm just talking about facts. There's nothing here that's opinionated. You can look this stuff up. It's crazy, crypto gang. They're trying to stop this from getting out. I'm trying to tell you, and I don't know why they're trying to stop me, because I'm just telling the truth. I'm not saying no opinions. Y'all can look this up. I don't know what's going on. I'm speaking facts. Look at this. Look at this. Look. It's the article. It's the article right here. Look. Right there. This not me. This not me. Why they blocking me? This is not me. I'm reporting the news. They blocking me. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy, man. But anyway, let's get into Evernorth. Let me explain to you what's going on. So now you got this treasury. All right. So now you have Ripple CTO, David Schwartz, as an advisor, right? Now you got Chris Larson putting his money into this. This is going public. Do you guys understand what's going on? Do you guys think that the prices are down for a reason? All right, I want to get into this too. All right, so let me know, skip around. So anyway, right? So here's the key implications right here with this, right? So now institutional access to XRP. Evernorth is positioned as a vehicle to allow investors to gain regulated exposure to XRP, all right, through public company. Okay, this is different than ETF now. You're talking about, this is different, all right? Now check this out. The treasury machine beyond simply assets holding. Schwartz involvement adds credibility. Having Schwartz as a co-founder of XRP moves the advisory signals significant comments to projects within XRP ecosystem. They got somebody on the other side. Okay, the potential supply demands effect. Evernorth uses its proceeds to buy XRP in open market masses. Okay, it can reduce circulation supply by experts upwards to price pressure. All right, so if they're buying more, that makes XRP go up. Do not sleep on this, y'all. Please do not sleep on this. Okay. XRP stepping down from CTO reflecting transition phase. Ripple from fighting legal regulatory scaling going to true adoption. This is what's going on. Ooh, let me tell you, man. So now they coming up. They're raising $1 billion. They're coming out with a ticker. The ticker is gonna be XRPN. Let me tell you. So you guys understand. We talked about this 2 months ago, 3 months ago. We said there was going to be a dip. Do you understand why this dip is going on? Do you understand? Do you guys see what's going on here right before your eyes? Let me go back here, man. Let's go into this. So now you got David Schwartz leaving, right? He steps down to go be CTO. They open a treasury. They're opening a treasury, right? That's going to open up a ticker that's called XRP. What is it? N. Right? So now they're going to come out. They're going to be buying XRP. All right? And you're buying XRP at a discounted price. All right? I want to go back in history with y'all. Okay? I want to go back in history. All right? So you guys think this, so just so you know, and I remember the other day Sean C asked in the government shutdown, is everybody shut down? And that was no. Essential workers are shut down, but they got certain workers are still working. Okay, of course the military is still working, certain stuff like that still going. So understand that. All right. So I wanted to get that out of there. Right. So that's one thing I want to get in that. Right. So now, so you got, of course, you got David Schwartz. We know about that. So he's moving there. So now you have the government shutdown, right? So the shutdown is on its third week, right? It's the first of all. It's now one of the longest full shutdowns ever, right? In history, right? This now understand this, right? So now this is lapsing the funding. So this certain funding that goes out. This is what the shutdown is doing right now, right? So the Senate has repeatedly failed advanced funding billings, stopping for a near year with agency, right? But here's the thing right here. So here goes the thing right here. But of course, let me tell you so what stays open. National Nuclear he goes right here. Let me tell you this. The National Nuclear Security Administration let off 80% of the people. Federal judicial system took off 1,200 employees. Head Start programs, food aid, all that stuff were interrupted. All right. So estimated costs about $15 billion a week. So you're talking about almost $45 billion. But let's get into this. Now here, wait a second. This is what I want to get into, right? So military still open, Border Patrol still open, TCA still open, Social Security still open, Medicare benefits are still open. Non-essential, who's not EPA, Education, IRS, NASA, parts of defense are there affected. So I just wanted to get that out because that you had that question. But here goes, this is what I want to get into. Wait a second here. Wait one second. Wait. All right. Now, understand this, right? So the shutdown, of course, it slows down. Of course, it's going to slow down the ETFs coming out, right? And then understand when you have now when they slow down ETFs, it's given time for people to go ahead and purchase XRP. And the thing about it is that you will never see the purchase of XRP on Coinbase, crypto.com. No, these right there are over the counter. Okay, so you're never going to see when they're purchasing. All of what happens is you see it going into wallets. So what happens is that retail, who's me and you, we're seeing the price drop down. But what happens is they're trying to shake retail out, and then what happens? Institutions combine it over the counter. Okay, that's why they call CTO. Okay, over the counter. All right. So he goes now. So here goes how things get crazy. So now this is going to slow down the ETFs for XRP. It's going to slow down the ETFs for Solano, right? It's going to slow down certain ETFs that, remember, you have BNY Mellon. Oh, yeah. Now, guess what they want to do? They want to, it's not only be custodians, but they want to buy Bitcoin. Oh, yeah. Amazon want to buy Bitcoin. You didn't know everybody wants to buy Bitcoin? So you guys understand that. So here goes the thing right here. So now these shutdowns affect crypto prices because what happens is when there's high volatility, this is a risky asset. So people don't like to spend risky money. This is a risky asset class. When there's risk in there, people get a little scared to spend money. Retail, but not institution. This is when smart money comes in buying. Understand this. Historically, this is what they've done. So you're gonna see coins like Solano, but let me explain to this, right? But I want to go back to this right here. I want to go back in history and tell you some serious manipulations that's happened. Because what happens, not only does the mineral happen, so you understand the minerals that they're having with the with the tariffs. So that also stops from mining, Bitcoin mining. Because what happens is that those mining equipment, they put a 57% tariff on that. That makes it more expensive for the Bitcoin mining. So what happens is when that starts more volatility. The prices stay low. Understand this. I want to get into this. This is really what I want to get to. All right, let me see this. So what happens is, so this is how it starts, right? So phase one. This is how they started. Phase one, right? They do shutdowns, the wars, the tariffs, negative headlines. That shakes up all the retail investors, right? Then after that comes with discount, right? And then now they start panic. They put panic out there. Then people start panicking. Retail investors start selling it. You start selling your crypto. You start selling your XRP. And then what happens is the institutions step in. They quietly, right? They come on when there's uncertainty. And they start buying quietly, right? And then they come legislation. Here comes the legislation with the ETFs. You know what I'm saying? It hits the cycle. But remember, the institutions already bought up. They already bought up. They've been buying right now. They're buying. Waiting. While y'all waiting for these ETFs, and people are getting scared. They're jumping out of XRP. They're getting scared. They're getting scared. They're jumping out, right? So now the approvals start coming out, right? So inflows start coming out. Then they start letting the news out to the public. And then that's when it runs up. That's when people start jumping on XRP at $6, $7, $8. This is all coordinated. They'll say this accumulation is how accumulation happens, right under your nose. All right. So let me tell you, the SEC slows down during the shutdown, delays in crypto approvals just long enough for price to settle lower than the government resumes operations. So right, they keep the prices real low. Right before the government comes back on, ETFs come back on. This is the play now. All right. So you guys remember, you have big players in here. So listen to the big management class you're talking about. BlackRock, Fidelity, Franklin Templeton, Van Eck, Grayscale. So these are big companies. So basically it's like you, let me explain this to you. So it's like you, right? It's like, you're going to go ahead and you're going to go buy yourself. You're going to go buy yourself a Mercedes, right? You're going to buy a Mercedes, right? And you want to buy this, just whatever, a G-Wagon, right? So the G-Wagon is $145,000, right? So then at that, you go tell a salesman, man, that G-Wagon is whack. That thing is doing nothing. It doesn't move. And then you can start getting that word because you're going to buy it. You start spreading that news out there. You're spreading that news, and that news starts spreading like wildfire. Then you say, you know what? Tell the people that's bringing the G-Wagons over, tell them to stop the ships from coming over here. Tell them stop selling ships over there. Tell them they stop bringing the ships over there. Tell them make it whatever. Tell them that we're going to charge them more to bring the G-Wagons over here. Slow down the production from the G-Wagons coming. Slow down the production for the G-Wagons coming. You know what? And also let the guys go on strike. So now G-Wagon prices start dropping out of everywhere. You're like, damn, and you already know that you just set that price so you could buy them G-Wagons. So instead you said you bring down the prices of them G-Wagons, put so much bad news out there, stop the boats from bringing them from Germany. You did everything to slow down, right? And then you buy up all the G-Wagons. People jumping out quickly, like, oh my God, the G-Wagons, they might stop making them. Oh my Lord, I'm gonna get stuck with this $150,000 car. It's gonna be worth $50,000. Let me jump out of it. Everybody jumping out of G-Wagon. Guess what they do? They bought all y'all G-Wagons. And they didn't sell none of them. And then they came back. Oh, G-Wagons are back. Oh, no, it was a mistake. Oh, no, these things are the greatest things ever. Guess what? They bulletproof. Oh, my God, they fly. Oh, the G-Wagon, this unbreakable. It's the best thing since sliced bread. And then now you like, what? I sold my 50,000. Wait a second. How they selling it for 200,000? I just sold it for 50,000 because they told me it was garbage. And now they're selling it wait a second. You tell me they're selling my G-Wagon more than what I bought it for? You tell me I could have made money? But they told me that's the same type of thing. That's what they do, man. That's what they do, man. You understand? This is what's going on. Thank you, Sean C. But this is what's going on. And this is what they do for the ETFs. So they come in to get the ETFs. You talking about they buying billions, but you won't see it. The reason why you don't see it in the price action is because they're buying over the counter. And what they do, they buy it quietly. So what they do is they cause confusion. They cause disruption. And what happens when that confusion, disruption, and when people sell, they buy what's selling. So you can't even see what's going on. Yeah, this is crazy. They buy. Yeah. I'm telling you, this is listen, man. Let me tell you this, right? So I want to get into this, right? So here goes how it goes, right? First way they do. All right. So here's the playbook. I'm gonna show you how the playbook goes. This is how Wall Street does it. All right. Just check this out. Thank you, Styles by Shirley. Let me check this out, how it goes. First step, create fear. Let me show you the playbook. I'm going to tell you the playbook, how it goes. First step, create fear. Headlines make people think crypto's crashing. That's the first step, right? 2, suppress price, dump supply, raise tariffs, delay approvals. That's step 2. Let me tell you, listen to the playbook. This is the playbook, y'all. Once again, create fear, headlines, make people think crypto's gonna crash. Suppress the price, dump supply, raise tariffs, delay approvals. Check this out. Stage 3, accumulation, billions of inflows quietly into wallets. Yeah, over the counter. That's step 3. All right. Step 4. You want to see step 4, the final step? You want to hear the final step? Switch the step. Yeah, they switch a flip. Boom, ETF approvals. Boom, government, boom, minerals back. Boom, China, we good. All right. Guess what? Once again, run the play. Here goes how the play goes. I'm getting deep now. I'm putting I put myself in danger when I say these type of plays now. It's the crypto fam. I ain't trying to be to spell my XRP. y'all better replay me, man. Let me tell you. Here's the playbook. Y'all just tune in. It's the crypto. Listen, man. I'm dropping some jewels here, man. Make sure you hit a share. Make sure you hit a like, man. Share, subscribe. If y'all hear something that's real, make sure you hit a like. I'm not asking for $1. Okay? If y'all know what I'm talking about, put a 100. If you didn't know, you're learning today. We don't get real dip today. I did a lot of homework for y'all this weekend because I want them to come out Monday busting in the head. So let's go. Here's what Wall Street playbook is, crypto gang. One more time, put a 100. Oh yeah, we getting real tonight. Put a 100. Oh yeah, we're gonna get real tonight. All right. So here goes again, right? Here goes the playbook. All right. Create fear is the first thing they do. Create fear. Right? News, headlines, make people think crypto's crashing. Play 2, suppress the price, dump the supply, raise tariffs, delay approvals. Got it? Step 3, accumulate. Billion flows quietly. Okay? Okay? Visible flows quietly. Okay? Check this out. All right? I don't know look, this tell me only got 10 minutes. I don't know. This never told me I got 10 minutes before. It's crazy. Right? So then, it's never told me 10 minutes. They put a time limit on me. I never seen this before, right? We done did 2.5 hours. Oh, now I'm getting 10 minutes, right? So here goes the playbook, y'all, real quick. Remember on this right here. First play, create fear, right? News headlines. Make crypto think they're going to crash it, right? That's the first play, right? 2, suppress the price, supply dump, raise the tariffs, delay on ETFs. Play 3, accumulate billions of inflows quietly in wallets over the counter. Play 4, flip the switch. ETFs approvals drop, prices skyrocket, retail runs back in. Told you to play right there. This ain't about politics. This is about positioning. This is about positioning. Oh yeah, we're gonna get real right here, man. While the world watches Congress and argue about wealth transfers, it's already happening right now. Behind your back for certain. All right, don't sleep. All you gotta do is watch the wallet inflows. All right, study the filings. Look how many filings are going. All right, okay. Watch the filings. All you gotta look is all the ETF filings that's going on. Okay, do not sleep. Do not let them shake you out. That's why we've been buying on a dip. All right. Billions of institutions are buying XRP right now. Bitcoin, Ethereum. All right. Do not let go of your XRP. Do not let go of your Bitcoin. Do not let go of your Solana, Ethereum. I just bought me a Solana the other day and bought me some more. Okay. Oh, and guess what? I just hit my million Z-Beck. Hit my million Z-Beck. Ain't that something? So let's get into this, right? So I want to get into all these. Let's get into this, right? 3 main tools, right? These are 3 main tools that you could check what the wallets are going, right? Wallet inflows, right? When you see big wallets accumulating BTC, right? Exchange outflows, ETF, XRP, exchange balance dropping, all right? So when you see the balance of exchanges, they're dropping, that's what it is. You guys, I'm going to tell you right now, all right? Well alert, real-time tracking, all right? With huge transfers, XRP scan, all right? I'm telling y'all real stuff here, right? Let me tell you this right? So right now, public company funding filings. If you think XRP is going somewhere, let me tell you this right here. Understand this. Listen, SEC has 13 F filings right now. 13 F filings. All right? Check this out. All right. U.S. funds, BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK, Franklin Templeton, list of BTC, Ethereum Trust, ETFs. You already know. Please, please forget about that. But I want to go to this, man. So what happened is, so like us, we buy our Bitcoin, or we buy our crypto off crypto.com, Coinbase, whatever, Uphold, Kraken, whatever you guys do, VPN, Binance, whatever you guys do, right? But see, institutions, they do different. They do OTC, over the counter, okay? So they'll go to Galaxy, Digital, Cumberland, Genesis. They use custody services. You won't ever see what's going on. Okay. Let me say this right here. Man, listen, man. I went hard for y'all, man. Wait, I want to do this, man. Wait 1 second. I went harder than that. Wait a second, man. So check this out right here, right? BlackRock deposited $486 million for Ethereum and Coinbase. All right. BlackRock moves the biggest amount of Ethereum and signals an incoming institutional push to big ground backgrounds inflows. Okay. Big upstream capital inflows. All right. Check this out. BNY Mellon, their 13F filings showings up to 20,000 shares of IBIT. That's 20,000 shares of Bitcoin, okay? And 7,000 shares of GTC. All right? Do not sleep. All right? Okay. Y'all think crypto's going somewhere. All right. ETF inflows, Bitcoin inflows report of 4.5 billion inflows recently. Do not sleep. Let me tell you, institutions are quietly buying. They're creeping in. They're all creeping like this. While everybody's sleeping, they're coming in. All right? Do not sleep on this. Wait a second, man. And then guess what? Not only that, they're taking their money, right? And they put it in cold storage. When you put that money in cold storage, you know what that means? You know what happens when you see companies put in cold storage? They ain't planning to take that out for a long time. When you see these institutions put in cold storage, they ain't trying to take that out for a long time. Okay? That had me thinking. Wait 1 second here, man. Now let me go this. Now this is why I want to show you this, right? This is why I want to get into y'all. We about to get real deep, man. We just tuned in to Dcryptofan. Make sure you hit the share. Make sure you like. We're gonna get real. This Monday, I'm gonna get real deep on y'all. All right, I'm gonna get very, very deep. All right, y'all ready to go to the next level of deep that we're gonna go? Let me know if y'all ready to get real deep. We've been going deep, but we're about to go deeper. We're gonna go Jacques Cousteau deep. I don't know if y'all know who Jacques Cousteau is. All right, we're gonna go deep, deep like the abyss. Let's go into this. Listen, man. We about to go deep. All right, check this out now. All right. So this is historical patterns. I went deep with y'all. This is historical patterns of ETF. I want to see if this has been done before. Because I want to see, you know what? Let's see if this has been done in history. And guess what, folks? Oh, this is not the first time they did this play. So you understand, these plays not the first time. So let's go back. Let's go back. All right. Where were you in 2003, 2004? Let's go back. All right. ETFs. 2003, 2004, original institutional playbook. All right. Late 2003, heavy uncertainty headlines, Iraq war, inflation fears, dollar instability. November 4th, SPDR, gold shares. Gold launches State Street Global Advisor. Oh, yeah. Gold dropped 15% for the month, leading ETF approvals. Flushed that, drove it out. And within 12 months, gold had launched. Gold rose 35%. Gold rose 35% in 2003, 2004 when they did that same play. Let's don't stop there. We're gonna keep going. All right. Now that's the first institutional manipulation right there. All right. So let's go something more recent. 2021. Oh yeah. Bitcoin delays ETF once again. Valkyr Van Eck Pro shares. The market sentiments drop. BTC drops from 64,000 to 30,000 in 2001. In 2019, Pro share comes out with BTO. Bitcoin rallies back to 69K. Once again, this is facts. This is not opinion. This is facts. Let's go into it again. Institutions involved again. ProShares, SME Group, VanEck, Fidelity. All right. Key point before future ETFs. Fear, liquidations, China mining ban. You remember when they banned mining in China? You remember when they y'all remember that, right? Was y'all was here in 2020. You remember that when China banned mining in China? Bitcoin mining, and remember Texas, they were mining like crazy. All right, let's go, man. All right. So now, does it not remind you something? The minimal roars with China. Does this listen to this? Liquidations, 19 billion in liquidations. Does this sound familiar to y'all? Does this sound familiar? Yeah. You remember in band camp? Remember last summer band camp? All right. Play with it if you want. All right, listen to this. 2021, once again, Bitcoin drops from 64,000 to 30K. In July 2021, 69,000 to 30K. Key point, future ETFs, fear, liquidation, China mining ban, news triggers, massive exits, big money, quality retailers in SME futures. All right, 2023, June 2023, BlackRock files spot ETF. All right. Bitcoin 25K. All right. Delays of filing, 10 filings, rejection rumors, sink the market. SEC approves 11 Bitcoin ETFs of BlackRock, Fidelity, and ARK and Fidelity. Listen, the BTC price rises 60%. Okay. 60%. That was recent, y'all. Y'all remember that? That's right before the ETFs that came out for BlackRock. You know who's filing for other ETFs, y'all? Okay. The lesson, same pattern. Delays, fears, retail sells off, institutions jump in. ETFs approve, price surge. This is what I'm telling y'all. And this is facts. You go look this up. This is facts. All right, October 2nd, 2023. First ETF for futures for Ethereum, right? ProShares come through. ETF range 1,500, 1,700. It gets approved. Y'all saw the price recently, 4,900. The green light on the FTF. Who's behind it again? Fidelity, BlackRock, ARK 21 shares. Who's going for the ETFs again? BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale, 21 shares. And there's more companies going for ETFs. So look at this. So July launch, ETF briefly dips, sell news, rallies 40%. Lesson again, manipulation, delays, institutional bills, positions cheaply before the ETF pumps. This is what goes on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restriction. Results next 10 minutes because the lives do not comply for feed LGBT standard users community guidelines reasons. What? What happened now? Let me see. What the hell happened? Share your feedback. What? What? It's crazy. Reset. What I said? Turn off and then come back and reset. All right, let me do that. That's crazy.